Hello, 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 blobs and gels. Welcome to Monday. Wait, Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Thank God. Think glob. An ad? Well, I got rid of all the ads I could, so any ads that are left are Twitch and Twitch only. There's only so much I can do. They don't give me the powers that I crave. Thank you, Gold, for the hydrate and the stretch, and thank you. Half-Life 2. I've never played it. Though I watched some of the YouTube where they had all the AIs played by actual people and things just get absolutely insane and it's really funny. So I feel like that's probably not actually enough. One day I'll probably need to play the classic, but then again, my headcanon can be absolutely ridiculous. Time for more loop. You can never get enough loop. You know, actually that should have been the title of my stream today. No such thing as too much loop. Because that's true. There is no such thing as too much loop. And regardless, we gotta rest. Gotta rest to make friends with Tammy. Oh, that's an option. Oh, neat. I can do it on purpose because I have so much organized. I have way more than is needed for this. I have literally probably too much because I like money. You're relaxing after hours when Auntie Seaton pops her head into the lounge. The kitchen, she announces in an artificially sweet voice, is looking for someone to help with part-time cooking duties. Someone young, someone responsible, someone organized. Someone, she stares pointedly at the teens in the room, who might have too much free time on their hands. It's me. Yeah, very pretty. Hello, hello, Redeemant. Good to see you, good to see you. It's not a dating game, but there probably is romance in this game. This is a game, we're currently a teenager. We're currently 13 years old because this is a game about growing up on another planet. So I don't think we can date anyone until we're older, and probably not her, considering, you know, I'm 13, you so old. I mean, I started this game at 10, so, you know, I've Oh, no, I didn't think you were implying. I just wanted to let you immediately know what the context of the situation is. Listen, you, Redeemant, are more than welcome to want to date this lovely woman. Like, absolutely. I wanted to come up with a better than lovely, but nothing immediately, just this fiery personality, I don't know. She's just lovely, honestly. That's just the first thing that comes to mind here. But this auntie woman, antecedent, this lady, I really do like her hair though. I did a really good job with that. Honestly, the art in this game is very pretty in general. Yeah, homely, no, not homely. You can say homey, because homely is literally the opposite of pretty. For those who don't know the meaning of that word, because nobody uses it anymore. But homey and good nature, wholesome. She's got a very wholesome and welcoming, warm personality. Warm is probably one of the best you can do for adjectives here, especially to go with the fiery colors, honestly. Hehe. Yep, you know, Gold, you probably do. Yeah, probably do. What hand looks like this? Oh, listen. Hands. No, I feel like the hand actually looks pretty good. It's just, you know. Hand is fine. It's just I'm covering the hand. But still. Okay, unlocked cooking in the living corners. You'd be perfect, Alana. Then, as she says, hugging you, then loudly to the others in the room, she declares, I'm glad somebody around here is responsible enough to put in their share of work. Everyone else ignores her, shifting awkwardly. No one wants to disappoint their auntie. Aunt Seaton gestures towards the nearby cafeteria, tells you to come by next week so she can show you the ropes. Neat. Then hand struggle. True. That's fair. Do I want to forget? Yes, actually. Oh, but it's got a gem. Gems. I love this tooltip. Gems matter for other cards. Then again, I could deal with this thing, which is super annoying, but it's also good. Neither of these cards are bad. But I never use the red. I don't really have anything red, and I'm gonna just keep not getting red. So yeah, I think we'll just do that. We don't remember how to play in the snow. Do I fits? If I fits, listen, I'm made of jelly. I fit on anything. Like, there's a reason they make molds for jelly. It's because you can do anything with it. Plus, you know, shape-shifting. Also, look, I have a little pet. Look at it. It's so cute. His name is Optimus Prime. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I wanted to see, like, can I actually, like, what does cooking give me? Help in the kitchens. Creativity, kudos. Empathy, friendship with Tammy. Okay, so basically I can do this instead of babysitting. It's strictly better than babysitting, as a matter of fact. Why would I ever babysit when I could help in the kitchens? But then again, I could also practice the photo phoner. It's pretty neat. It's also half the thing. Optimus Prime, right? It's so good. Month off, took 6 months off. After first I had to be ultra productive. Yep. That's the thing. Here's the thing, like, you're 13, taking a month off is just like, it's not even a summer. That's nothing. It's not even a summer vacation, but we need it every once in a while. We're young, we're precious. Plus, like, I'm sure we don't just rely, like, I'm sure we don't literally just lie on the couch for the entire time, but who knows? The temptation to practice the photo phoner is very strong. The yesteryear's snow. What about the snow? Oh yeah, I forgot about the... Yeah, I forgot about it so good, I forgot about it in real life too. 13 a month, but like forever. True, but like I didn't want to go back. I don't know about you guys, but I never wanted to go back to school during the summer months. Like, you know, you kind of get excited for a new year when it's about to start because like you've had enough time off, but man, summer break is the best. Seriously. What are my goals? What's my life about? Then again, is it a new, when did the year start? When is the start of the year? Because I already did exploring and stuff. So honestly, I'm probably fine to like not explore for a little while. Ah, the temptation. But like, do I need more money? Hold on. Do I want to buy anything else? Because like, I got kind of the best situation for buying stuff. Like, cause I can't hold more stuff, probably, maybe I can if I get better at organizing. Weirdly, organizing seems to have that kind of benefit. So, I don't know. Oh yeah, I didn't check if anyone wants to talk to me this month. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, Cal wants to talk. Yeah, what up? Outcast of freedom was precious. Yeah. That's understandable. Hold this to your head now, my darling, you hear as you enter the garden looking for Cal. It'll help with the swelling. And Cal is sitting with his mother, Auntie Tira, who kneels beside him holding an ice pack to his head. Cal's eyes are a little puffy. He rubs them and sniffs as you approach. Hello, Solana, Tira greets you with a kind smile. Don't worry. Recalcitrance. His Cal is Recalcitrance? That's a name. That's a whole name. Just took a tumble off something he shouldn't have been climbing. Mom, Cal complains it wasn't that bad. Yeah, it sounds like something you do. Cal shrugs. I climbed it before and it was fine. He says, not disagreeing with you. It was slippery from all the irrigation misters, that's all. Mom always knows how to make it better, he says with a boyish smile, even if I'm old enough to take care of myself. Yeah, you are. My brave boy, Tira says, stroking his hair. Thanks for humoring me. She looks over to you. Don't let him show off for you, Solana. Ground-based feats of bravery only for the rest of the day. Cal whines and winkles his nose. Why do we keep reading red cards? And now I'm sad that I didn't keep the red card, because... Haha, surprise coughing fit. Boy howdy, those do come out of nowhere. Because red is win. Well, now I know. I didn't know red was that good. I shouldn't have forgotten snow. As snow what? It'll be better. It'll be back next year. Kira laughs and wraps in a big motherly hug, rocking him back and forth. Despite his protest, Cal's eyes close in happiness. He really loves his mom. That's so sweet, but also makes me very concerned because I swear every time I'm getting introduced to a new character, I am getting informed that there's always the possibility they could just die. You know. All right, I kind of want to play with a photo phoner, considering it's funny. At first I was just like school, and now I'm just like, yo, what if I like learn how to be good at stuff? It's not a bad idea. You've been practicing the photo phoner by watching tutorial videos and copying what you hear, but that's just one part of learning to make music. It's time to write your own music. What kind of style should you use for your compositional debut? Angry and spicy. Spicy. Yes, channel that inner turmoil. What do you want to destroy with your music? No, I don't actually. Adults. Okay, adult supremacy is really fitting for a 13-year-old. Adult supremacy. Screw them, they think they're so smart. You sit down to compose your great work. You have a rudimentary grasp on notation, preferring a more instinctive, spiritual approach to music, but slowly something begins to come together. Actually, it's a pretty good card, actually, considering the fact that we look kind of goofy. Rebecca Black. Shh. Listen, we do our best here. Eventually, you have something you're actually really proud of. You worked hard, and it's genuinely a good piece of music and holographic performance. Everyone who sees your performance agrees. You've done great work. This will probably go down in company history as one of the first original pieces of art to have been made on Vertuna. You become an artist. Oh, now we gotta not suck at art. All right. 6, 6, 6. That's gonna be a problem. 6, 6, 6, 6. What do you do? Card gets +1. That's nice. I feel like I could do better. For 25. It doesn't seem to matter how I put that. I feel like that's gonna be as good as that gets. Oh, I was right. Holographic. Yes, it's literally like as soon as this is why I was actually so interested in having my character learn to play it, because could you imagine in real life? It's exactly the phonophoner. Like it is literally the Futurama instrument. You're getting older. It's that magical time in your life full of discoveries and possibilities when children become adults and their bodies change in weird, wonderful, and often embarrassing ways. When you were younger, Congruence gave your class a frank presentation about preparing for the changes your bodies would experience in the next few years. Which part of the presentation was relevant to you? Menstruating, breast growth, voice changing, getting right with it. Okay, they're asking me questions about my gender. Yeah, we're still a lady shape. Menstruating. You and your friends giggled through your way through Congruence presentation and left with a new appreciation for the wonders of the human body. Prize up. Oh, dude, that episode of Futurama. Literally, I love Futurama, but that was art. Yeah, you're allowed to reject the concept of gender entirely. It's phenomenal, but not only that, but like you can literally at any point in time, where can I do that? Character trait. Oh, I can hide this. I just noticed this. Friends, me. You can change, I guess not while I'm in the middle of a dialogue, but you can change your gender at any point in time, basically. It's a scale. I'll show you once I'm out of the dialogue, because I can find it somewhere. It's really cool. Or maybe it's in Friends, for some reason. So yeah, basically, literally, it's how feminine you look, which mostly shows up, after puberty. And then, like, this is your scale of like what do you prefer your pronouns to be? Like basically this is like we're feminine, but like barely. We're barely feminine. And that's how I preferred. Works for me. Puberty had felt like something that would happen so far in the future that it didn't apply to you. You put it out of your mind, even as you noticed Cal's voice begin to drop or Mara starting to dress differently. Till one morning you wake up and something feels different. You just know something's off as soon as you open your eyes. Things are squelchier than you expected them to be down there. You want to close your eyes again. You remember congruent sexual education class and you're really not ready for their real world practical applications. If you just go back to sleep, it'll go away, right? You finally sigh and muster up the courage to look under your blankets. Yep, your period started. Discreetly ask your mom. Yeah, just ask mom. Like, come on. You don't know what kind of products you like. You pull back your privacy curtain and gesture for your mom to come over. When she sees the problem, her eyes go wide and goes, and she gives you a big hug. What? Oh, my little girl is growing up, she exclaims, and you feel your face grow hot with embarrassment. Your dad is right there. She puts her hands on your shoulders. I'm so happy for you, kiddo. I know you're probably grossed out, but getting your period is important. Something we need a bit of mess in our lives to remind us that we're real, that we're a part of this world. It reminds us that we have the ability to make a life and responsibility to take care of that life. Getting your period is a beautiful thing. You can't think of anything worse. Thankfully, soon you can get a blocker to keep from having to go through this. Whoa. Oh, listen, I know this is future society, but come on. Blocker to just not have to deal with that. I want that. No, this game is already great. Listen, this game very much is just like, hey, you know, gender norms, etc., whatever. What if we just didn't and just let people be diverse and however they want to be? Yeah, honestly, you probably can change your appearances. Apparently, you could get a blocker to just not have to have a period every month. Magic. Can we have magic, please? Your mom hugs you again and keeps talking about how she's proud of you. It's super embarrassing, and you can't help but shove her away and retreat to your bunk to stew about. Have fun with game time. Enjoy, enjoy. What is happening? You feel on the edge today. Like, everything that happens feels so unfair and tragic. Like, you want to punch stuff and then cry about it. Like, you want to be left alone, but you also desperately want attention. Feels like a fount of new energy starting to bubble up inside you. Dangerous, uncontrollable energy. Welcome to puberty, Solana. Oh my god. I remember puberty. I remember, like, you know what's weird? I remember being just, like, a really chill kid. I remember not getting, like, particularly emotional about a bunch of stuff or whatever. I just sort of took it with stride and just kind of was what I was. Like, listen, I had other issues. I definitely had problems when I was a kid, but, like, I remember how, like, everything started feeling different and I started feeling like a different person. It was super weird. It took time to, like, notice it, but I'm just like, why do I have all these negative emotions I gotta deal with? Ah. So annoying. Gosh. Like, feeling out of control of yourself is definitely something hormones do when you're a kid. Before puberty, I felt like pretty in control of myself. I felt pretty much like I was making choices and they were happening. Like, it was more logical. I felt way more logical. Now, I don't even necessarily think that's better. So hear me out. Because the thing is that, like, when I was growing up, I also, even though I was really, really frustrated with having to deal with all these extra emotions and how, like, where they come from and I don't like it, emotions are bad. Because, like, we do teach people that they need to be able to control their emotions and handle their emotions, and other people don't want to deal with your emotions. So we kind of start getting the idea that emotions are bad, but that's not the case. That's a very black and white view of it. Like, emotions aren't bad. Emotions are, in fact, the most important thing that we have. They are our drive. They are, like, how we make choices, how we have motivation, how we do things, and what make us who we are. Our emotions are like instinctual gut feelings, like our ability to understand the world and not just on a, like, logical A equals if A then B sort of situation. Emotions are vital. But it is not fun to feel out of control. That I definitely agree. Even though always being in control of yourself is bad too, because the internal fight of your emotions and, like, the part of you that, like, wants to do something different or thinks you should do something different is a part of being human is like dealing with contradictory desires, is handling that stuff and learning how to go forward with wanting and needing different things. It's what makes things unique. Your memories plus your emotions equals you. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you can simplify it down because it definitely feels simple, but it always ends up being way more complicated than that. But I find this so fascinating as an event. I've never seen anything like it in any game. They really don't discuss puberty as a concept, basically. Like, even if you grow up, they just kind of like skip over that whole song and dance. And like, it's really cool that they're doing something like this, and weirdly makes me want to play the game again as a dude shape, so that I can see the kind of like text and stuff they have for that. Like, I'm really curious, and I hope that there's going to be more like gendered type experiences in this. Not because I think you can always reload. I don't want to reload. I want this character to be a lady shape. I want to play it. I want to have a reason to play it again. Not on stream. It'll just be for me. But I want to have a reason to play it again, right? I don't think that's a bad thing. Plus, you know what? You make a good point. One thing I can do is I can save here, because Kira, you said if I save, then it will put me back at the last time I had power, right? Puberty. So if I save here, that means when I decide to go and play the game again, I can look for this and I can find that and just continue from there. Which I think would be a really good way to do it, honestly, because then I don't have to be 10 again. So that's my plan. That's my plan in the future. I might even write that down for myself somewhere. I might want to play from the start again. If I want to play from the start again, great. And maybe I will. Maybe a totally different character, make totally different friends, and be a dude. Experience life as a different gender. And again, this is why I hope they have more gendered experiences. The reason why is because, first of all, they made it like an important slider. So yeah, this is just appearance. This is just like your pronouns. But the fact is that, like, for as much as I used to really believe that, like, oh my God, you know, I completely reject gender, I don't want to deal with it, I felt like very gender fluid in a lot of ways, is as much as like now I realize that actually it's kind of erasure of the gendered experience to be like, nope, nobody should ever deal with this. Because like, I completely agree that there's a lot of people who totally want to opt out of the gendered experience. A lot of it sucks. A lot of it is awful. A lot of it's really annoying. And a lot of it's just based on what society thinks you should do. But in a story, that's what makes it even more important to not ignore it and pretend that it's not different, because it is different. There are differences. And it's not like magical, oh, like, you know, lady shapes are like this and dude shapes are like this. No, but like, because society treats you differently and because of like some of the like implications of what it means to have to deal with different kind of hormones, different sort of risks, different sort of like life experiences. It's different. So I think in a story, it's important to acknowledge those differences. And so I hope that they do, even if it shouldn't be all the time, because that's not life either. But every once in a while, it should actually matter, because every once in a while it actually does. Yeah. I mean, I wish we all did have a dial to choose where we want to be, because fact is, most of the time, I do not want to deal with my gender. Like, 90% of the time, I have no interest in it. But that 10% of the time, it can be interesting to experience life from a particular perspective, from a particular point of view. But the other time is, I would say it's about, like, okay, but here's the real thing though. If I had a dial and I could just choose, I absolutely would be just straight up gender fluid. I would be so happy to be able to hot swap my gender whenever I want. Like, that would be incredible. Like, just because I'm saying that, like, they should have the gendered experience in this game doesn't mean their gendered experience can't also be change your gender and change the experience you're having. Even on a month-to-month basis, whatever. But, like, this is why like I really enjoy like gender swap, body swap stories really, really a lot. Just because it's so fascinating to think, not only just from like, but it's like you also get to, if you have a full gender swap, you also kind of get to live as a different person, right? Like, I really wish we could just pick gender expression and change it at will. That would be incredible. Like, my God. There's a lot of, I mean, we even talked about the body crafting thing in Stars in Time, like, so, and that's not a spoilery thing, it's just like kind of a part of like the world, and I won't go deeper into, but like, I think that idea is so cool. I think we should all be able to make changes, but I also don't love the idea of everything being like, what's it called? I literally forgot what I was saying mid-sentence. Yeah, no, it's not a spoiler. It's like a side comment that's made at one point. Like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And yeah. I'm just appreciating. I'm gonna continue on. And I'm okay, I'm appreciating it also. I'm like, man, if I could just gender swap whenever I wanted, that would be so cool to live like a second life, second secret life. Neat. We're rebellious. We're so rebellious right now, which honestly is kind of fitting that we change as we go older. And at first we're just like, yes, everything in the colony is great and this is how things are supposed to be. And then later we're like, maybe not. Do. Do I want to go to school? I feel like the answer is maybe. Smart for my age. Reasoning 40 or higher. That's so much reasoning. But we're so good at organizing in the talkie-talkie. I like tangent though, but like, I'm also so good at the talkie-talkie. Unreasonable amount of reasoning. It's so much. Persuasion 80. I don't think Mars would like any of these things. I get brainy faster. That is true. I do get brainy faster. But I could also get money again. I do like working the depot, actually. It's pretty fun. I'll do it again. You're working with Mars when a depot order comes through on your holopalm for 10 batteries for the crush. You're busy packaging up the other orders, so you send it over to her holopalm. Despite her constant complaining about how boring and beneath her this job is, Mars is very good at it. She finds ways to do things faster and more efficiently, and she hardly ever makes mistakes. Which is why you're surprised when you get the order from the nanoprinter to find 15 batteries. You check their requisition again. Wait, it says 15 batteries now? You swear it said 10 before. Mars scoops up the extra 5, giving you a wink as she has them in her bag. Girl, what? Oh, don't be a buzzkill, Solana. Even Seek skims a little off the top. Why else would they keep such a tight control over the nanoprinter? What are you gonna do? Tell Uticott? She asks. If you do, Seek will be on my side because they know I'll sell them out too. It'll be your word against both of ours. Besides, it's not even for me, she continues. It's for the Secret Fun Times Club, which is a secret, so it's not like I can send an actual requisition. We have pins. We have pins that we requisitioned. Wow, I could steal this for myself. Or help cook the books. Why is that the one that requires organizing? See, the thing is, I don't want to be a tattletale, but I also don't want Mars to just get away with it because that's not what Mars would want, even. Can't I just convince her that it's dumb and she shouldn't do it? But then again, I am rebellious and maybe I should make mistakes. See, honestly, if I could just convince her that it's a stupid idea and confront her that way, I think that would be way better, but still. Imagine what your millimeters if you pick talkie faster. Yeah, that's true, but I want it to be the big brain. But then I didn't do the brain stuff, so you're right, I should go back to school. Then again, my organizing is top tier. All right, I'm gonna save here. Gonna be like, you know what, the autosave's pretty good. All right, let's see how bad this gets. Yeah, no, not worth it. No. Hello, Room 6. Doing pretty good. We're confronting our friend about, stealing. He'll cook the books. You take red goes faster part because you want to max out and then never bother with red again. That's fair. Let's be a little rebellious. Mars's deception was pretty good. You only caught it because you happened to see the requisition first, and you happened to put it back in the queue for Mars to pick up, and you happened to be the one who packed it. You work with Mars to set it so the first person to open a requisition must complete it themselves. Believing you're doing it to increase reliability, Seek approves of this change. It's a little more work, but it means that Mars is free to edit requisitions to her heart's content. Mars is so pleased with your work, she gives you a kiss on the cheek. We'll make mistakes and be young. It's not great, but we can do what we do. 2, 3, 6. I feel like we can do this better. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. It ain't great. So I'm thinking we're gonna... Yeah, 27 might be as good as that gets because we got 1, 2, 3, 5, and then 6. I think that's really what we're gonna get. Are you kidding me? There was a 33 option? It's a little bit too close to home. Yeah, I have no idea how. Here's the thing. I'm not happy about the decision. But the fact is, I didn't like telling Seek either because it's not good to force an adult to have the kid, like the kid needs to own their own mistakes. Like, yeah, she should get in trouble, but she should get in trouble with me. She should get in trouble with her friends. Getting in trouble with the adults is like annoying. Like, nah. Exactly. I really want to just know what it possibly is, so I would just mess with it longer. But it's fine. Yes. Give me the log. Now I feel weird about going to work in the depot for a little while, so I have to do something else. We're going to school to learn how to not be a little shit. Engineering, reasoning. I do like reasoning, so let's do more engineering. It's pretty cool. Have we explored stuff? We did explore stuff. I think you can only do so much per year, because like we can go out and do it again. We can go out and do it, in fact, after this. We can just go on an explorathon. But like I thought that like there's a limit to the amount of stuff out there per year. We can check. It's field trip day. You and your class visit the engine room to study how the ship works and how it continues to power everything in the colony. Congruence joins you. If you want to know anything about how the ship works, she's your woman. Well, not woman exactly, but she's very smart. Hello and welcome, children, Congruence chirps. You're standing in the beating heart of the colony, our ship's nuclear reactors. Don't worry, you're safely shielded from any radiation. My sensors are very sensitive. The power contained in these reactors is enough to sustain the colony for the next 20 years. Congruence explains, this should be more than enough time for us to develop an eco-friendly power source such as wind, water, or solar power. Yeah, like, why wouldn't we pay attention? You pay close attention to Congruence as she explains how the stratospheric was salvaged by the Fortuna group and fitted with an artificial intelligence. Congruence herself to guide you through the wormhole. The stratospheric was originally built as a vanity project by one of the richest of the very richest people on Earth, she explains, but it was never launched and eventually donated to a museum. The Vertumna group pulled their resources to acquire the ship, she continues. Funding the retrofit as a colony vessel requires contributions from many people, most of whom could not join us for the journey. They are honored by the cryopreserved embryos we carried with us to the stars. Interesting. Cryopreserved embryos? Cryopreserved embryos, Congruence repeats gently, donated by those who helped found our colony. Though they are not here with us, may their legacy continue with us. Your blank look, Congruence laughs. Perhaps this is a topic better suited to life sciences, or if you require further information through independent study with Chief Steward Antecedent or Chief Engineer Instance. What about Gen-Tech and nanoprinters? You point out there's a lot of tech aboard the Stratospheric for a plucky little spacefaring colony. Where did it come from anyways? Congruence just smiles. That technology was acquired for the betterment of humanity. Do not concern yourself with the specifics. Okay. Happens if you just break down. Well, hopefully that won't happen for quite some time. Barring something physically incapacitating me, such as a massive power failure or a concerted attempt to destroy me, I am naturally self-repairing and resistant to attempts to manipulate or infect me with viruses. She smiles. Don't worry about me, children. I'll likely be here to teach your great-great-great-grandchildren. It's pretty neat. Wonderful work, everyone. You all paid attention very well today. That will make this pop quiz much easier for you. Congruence's hollow projection erupts into fireworks at the words pop quiz, and the class groans in unison. Congruence laughs over the speakers. Just kidding, she chirps, echoing through the engine room. You're free to go. Yeah, boy. Look at how many fives we got. We got those 585s. That's one of the cards with gems. There we go. If that's not the top score, I'm gonna be a little concerned. How? 31? I like I done better. Sorry, it's just one kudo. It's Vertumnalia, time for speeches, games, and feasting. You stare hungrily at the feast table. Sure, it's mostly soy rations, but it's still more food than you usually see at one time. This year, though, there's something new. Great big tureens of glowing beans. Weird. Was this confetti cannon for the pop quiz? Check. Nice. You try to sneak some food before the speeches start, but Chief Engineer Instance catches you and smacks your hand away. Your mom gets really mad at her and it causes a huge yelling match. Your dad directs you away from the table as Instance blames your mom for the way things are right now. What? Whatever that means. Your dad passes you a soy sweet to keep your tummy busy during the speeches. He's the best. Governor Udicott takes the stage and manages to calm everyone down. Welcome everyone to our 4th Vertumnalia celebration, she says, speaking through a maxophoner. Yeah, not a microphone, a maxophoner. Her voice has been getting weaker lately and can't reach across the square the way it used to. I'm proud as always to stand before you as your governor and to celebrate another year of peace and prosperity on this beautiful planet. Udicott steps aside, wobbling a little as she walks, leaving Seek to complete the annual formalities. Your mom steps forward. This year's feast includes a new glow-in-the-dark food. Pixie beans are our first domesticated Vertumnan crop. The crowd applauds and your mom raises her hands. Credit goes to Geranium. He insisted we dedicate 1/3 of our fields to them, so you'll also have to thank him for the light show in your toilets tonight. A smattering of laughter ripples through the crowd. Your dad chuckles nervously. Your mom's smile fades. As you know, we lost our hydroponics and microbial soil during the wormhole accident. These pixie beans will make up for the losses we've faced with our earth crops. Oh, that's actually really sad. Udicott's weedy voice rattles through a maxophoner. Thank you, everyone. Let's get on with the games. The crowd packs away at the chairs as the children gather in the square. Which competition do you participate in this year? Well, I could do the challenge show. How creative are we? Certainly more creative than we are at reasoning. Dis and Mars are your competitors for the talent show. Dis is up first and he stomps on stage wearing a silly top hat and cape, waving a magic wand. He introduces himself as Dis, the destroyer of reality, and tells everyone to step back because he's going to pull a Hop-Eye from his hat. He takes off his hat and a very surprised Hop-Eye falls out and boings away into the crowd. Predictably, this upsets Dis and he flees the stage in embarrassment. Mars takes the stage next and launches into an incredible lip-sync performance, complete with holographic fireworks at the end. Passing you as you go to take your place on stage, she sticks her nose in the air and wishes you good luck following that. It's your turn. What do you do? Do a bigger, better lip sync. Woo! I mean, we can always just keep playing the photo phoner. It's pretty neat. Maybe we'll just be known as the musician. Goal 60. I mean, we could probably do it, but it's not gonna be easy. Oh, never mind, it's gonna be easy. And again, get rid of some annoying cards here. No, we need to do better. We need to do way better. 1, 2, oh. 1, 4, 4, 6. Not great. What card gets plus 2? Why you be like this? Okay. 17. 3, 4, 7. Boring. Yeah, I really do not like boring. Like, sometimes you can just get an amazing round with it if you turn everything into 1, 1, 1, 1s. It's pretty great. But otherwise, it's just not good. Oh, this is every color. That's what's happening here. I'm like, why is this counting? Because, like, here's the thing. I would love to just, like, make this actually work, but it won't. It just won't. 6, 6, 2, 2, 6, 6. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. I could do that. 3. All right, we can do this. Oh, I love this card so much. We also got rid of boring, which is great. We have no gem cards. Now the value is wild here, so we can get a 1, 2, 3 here, and then also a 1, 2, and then also a 2, 2. But also it's 5. I'm not really sure how that works. That's pretty neat, though, considering we have the bonuses to straights, and now we have 3 straights in a row. That's pretty sweet. Are you kidding me? There was another one where we could have gotten 33. What is it with this game? It is mocking me. Your skill at the photo phoner is well appreciated by the crowd, who are moved to tears by the emotional depth of your playing. You win, as voted by audience applause. Mars shakes your hand and thanks you for actually giving her a challenge. We have won every year, Mars. Every single year we beat you. We're also popular again. Finally, it's time for the feast. The pixie beans are a hit. Your parents keep touting their many benefits. They grow well here, super nutritious, taste great, they're really versatile, and kids love their bright multicolor glow. Your rumbling stomach has made you grouchy. Your parents will let you eat until they finally stop bragging about their dub beans. You consider the options: pixie bean soup, pixie bean salad, chili, even pixie bean aquafaba dessert. Everything glows in the evening twilight. That's pretty sweet. You sullenly shove your pixie bean everything around your plate. You don't even want to eat them anymore. Stupid beans, stupid feast, stupid games, stupid everyone. Ugh. Every time someone turns to talk to you, I love beans, honestly. I adore beans. I would love these beans even more. Especially how great these beans are and how great your parents are for growing them, you just get more irritated. They're just beans. It's like they love these beans more than they love you. So eat your pixie beans, kiddo. You're hangry. You're so hangry right now. Beans are evil. No, beans are incredible. They're seriously so nutritious. They're seriously so good for you. When a rebel gets the stupid beans, but the truth is you're too hungry to resist. You count backwards from down to 10 to calm yourself down so you don't blow up at your mom. Why is she smiling all the time? Ugh. You settle on glowering at her over your plate of glowing beans. She notices, but just purses her lips and turns away for you to talk to someone else. Rude. You know what she's supposed to do? Acknowledge that you're being a butt? You shovel food into your mouth, trying not to look like you're enjoying it. Okay, it is as delicious as everyone said. You start to feel more human the more food you eat, right? Yeah, food. Food is great. Eat. Eat when you're hungry. Eat when you're hangry, Solana. You do feel better after you eat something. Everyone's in high spirits after dinner, breaking off into little groups to, you know what, I should remember about Virtunalia because like we usually get the plus 50. We should go exploring next time here. Next year, we're gonna go exploring here. We did win the festival. We have won the festival every single year, without fail. Everyone's in high spirits, breaking off into little groups to talk or make music together. The sky darkens for the shortest night of the year. You feel your mood improve by the minute as your friends pull you into a fun rhythmic clapping game. As your irritation fades, you wonder if this is what Congruence meant when she warned you that your hormones would make you feel out of control sometimes. When you go back to your quarters to get ready for bed, your dad gives you a big hug. It's exactly what you needed. It is literally so hard to be a young teenager. It's hard to be a teenager in general. Like, you do not understand what's going on with anything. Well, we can make some sweet cash. So I'm thinking we do that, considering we don't get kudos for exploring. And we basically explored all the Explorer this year. The sooner we get to next year, the sooner we can explore again. All right, helping in the kitchens. It's like babysitting, but better. But I did actually, hold on. I actually do want to do the organizing thing just once, because if I can get a thirds thing for the slots, that would be great. Let's go work in the depot. All right, Mars. I have opinions about what you're doing, but you'll learn. Mars calls the meeting the Secret Fun Times Club together. She declares it's time to put the secret part of the SFC into effect. You're going to play spies. First of all, the adults know something about the attacks in Glow. They're not telling us. Mars asserts, there's a council meeting starting soon, just down the hall. We're going to investigate. Anemone crosses her arms. Not gonna do it, she says. I ain't signed up for any get in trouble club. It's insulting to think the adults are hiding information from us, Tange points out. If there's something dangerous out there, we should all know. Tammy wrings her hands, worried at the very idea. Yeah, Cal agrees. If something is making the animals attack us, maybe we can help figure it out. That way we don't have to hurt the animals. I would be a spy. Spying is wrong. Debatably. Yeah. Rebellion increases triple. We're so rebellious now. Okay, whoever wants to come, follow me and stay quiet. You, Tange, and Cal joined. You, Tange, Cal, and Mars creep down the hall toward the council room. It's still empty. Good. Mars pulls out a small crystal object of her pocket and shows it to you. It resembles your holopalm. It's a 3D camera like the kind that used to record holovids. Solana is gonna hide it in the council room. Why me? Because I don't want to get in trouble, Mars says simply, drops the crystal into your palm. Mars, oh yeah, we can definitely do that. Mars nudges you forward, and the three of them giggle, scurry back to the club room. Yeah, pretend to be cleaning. You grab a static mop from the panel on the wall and vigorously wipe the floor as you enter the empty council room. You work your way over to a plotted antler fern and drop the crystal in the pot while pretending to dust it. Success. You casually make your way back to the room and rejoin the others. Mars beams at you. I am Mars, you and I are pals. Oh, I would not mean to go backwards. Good work, Solana. Now, it's starting. The four of you watch the feed on your holopalm as the council members enter the room. They start with some formalities, not all that different from how Mars starts your club meetings. Auntie Seaton gives the first report on domestic matters. We've almost finished construction on the next phase of the living area, she says. Other than that, we're doing well. Instance gives the report from engineering. We've researched the electrical bugs the children discovered had been chewing through the wiring, she says. Impassively, even in great numbers, they provide far too little energy to make them a viable alternative energy source. However, power efficiency is up across the board due to our efforts in exterminating them. Your mom clears her throat. We are continuing to harvest pixie beans as part of the effort to taper off our reliance on earth crops. I'm cautiously optimistic. Utica gives your mother her full endorsement. I have never met you. I have never done anything in the red zone ever. Rhett gives the report from defense. We're working on a strategy for dealing with the next Xeno attack. Utopia cuts in. On that note, there's still the matter of our scanners picking up that broadcast, but only in glow season, she says, standing up and putting her hands on the table. It has to be connected to the attack somehow. We should investigate now. Utica shakes her head. It's far too dangerous to go recklessly off into the wilderness towards the back half of the year, she says. Remember what happened to Tonin? The other council members go quiet. I won't be responsible for endangering more colonists. If something is out there during glow, I want to try to investigate it when things are more calm. Utopia slams her fist against the table. If we don't investigate soon, we'll all be in danger, she shouts. We can't keep living like this. Rhett also stands up and points his finger at Utopia. I'll be the one responsible for telling the family of your explorer that they didn't make it back, not you. So I'll thank you not to make decisions regarding the security of the colony. Yeah. Well, I'm good to know you apparently were brave enough to save Tonin immediately. The rest of the council erupts into raised voices and angry adults. Mars turns off the stream audio, leaving them to continue arguing silently. You all stare quietly at each other. It was bad about the food, but not that bad, Mars says. Why are they only arguing about what to do about the attacks? I don't want to starve. She makes a noise of frustration. Utica is way out of touch with what really matters. She's like a crone and everyone else is just her cronies. Tange, oh, it's more stress. Yeah, Tange solemnly records your findings in the club's secret ledger while everyone else exchanges worry looks. You're not so sure you're happy you heard any of this. Well, now we know. Didn't sneak into this. Oh, I see. 2 duplicates, 1 drawn. That's actually kind of funny. I mean, everything could just be boring. You could probably do better than this, but I'm actually not sure we can do better than this, all things considered. This is the same score. I don't think it gets better. Oh my god, really? There's a way to get 1 more. Somehow. Of course there was. Well, at least we got our kudos. Okay, did I get my organizing thing? No bonus? Only a bonus here? Well, I guess I gotta work on my other things then so I can get those bonuses. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go to reasoning now. Listen, you already convinced me. Reasoning. I can't apply for the job because I'm not good enough at reasoning. I'm literally off by 2. Is this a thing I can apply for next month? Like, it'll be here still? Okay, good. You can't very well teach others until you learn the material yourself. Then I'll do that next month. They don't even know. They don't even know what's gonna hit them. Yeah, see, at least that one was simple. Where's my reasoning perk? No perk? No perk? Let's see how it is. Sign I can apply for job. Then again, I am popular. Yeah, I know, right? Where'd my perk? It's super weird. Should probably consider kudos, but like, I kind of want to... We have like 1 more month of kudos. Let's get the kudos. Let's help in the kitchen. Back in space, cooking involved. Tutoring gives kudos. Okay, it does? Immediately reloads. Apply to be a tutor. Apply for the job. You tell Hal you're interested in the job. That's great news, he says, beaming. You're one of my best students, Solana. We'll start you off as my assistant for the younger kids, but I bet you'll be helping the older ones in no time. There's no shame in that, though. Everyone learns at their own pace. As you know, I hold these classes every day. Just come by whenever you have the time. I'm sure a smart young lady like yourself is in high demand right now. I did not read the job description. You expect me to read? Oh, that's so many kudos. Oh, that's super worth it. You were absolutely right. Hey, Solana, you made it. Hal claps you soundly on the back and welcomes you to class. Everyone you know Solana. She's here to help you with your classwork, so don't be afraid to ask her if you're stuck on something. Turns to you, thanks for helping out. Some kids are here because they need a little extra help, others because they work best with a partner. No judgment, there are a lot of different ways to learn in the classroom. You settle in to help the younger students learn how to use their holopalms to access the HoloNet. Congruence's massive database. Congruence has everything they could ever need. Music, movies, games, novels, comic, calculator, timer, an encyclopedia, textbooks, the colony's social media, specialized tools for different jobs like architectural holograms. It's a massively powerful tool, and it's in their literal hands. They're mostly interested in the games. Some understand it less than others. Why do we gotta read about stuff? Nougat whines, poking dejectedly at her holo screen. The skin around her newly implanted holopalm looks a little red, like she keeps picking at it. I just want to go play. That looks infected. Here, let me show you something. You show Nougat how to look up videos about sports ball. She's totally enraptured by it. Whoa, I can watch people play sports ball on my hand anytime. Turbo. Nougat is 7 and full of energy. The other kids are able to settle down to work on their biology assignment, drawing pictures of the xenofauna that live on Fortuna. Nougat, we unlocked you at YouTube. Hopefully not the Tic Tac, but in the classroom diorama. But Nougat prefers a more creative approach. You look at her drawings. Nougat's animals all have extra wings or heads or robotic treads. And why would you chastise her for that? Some aren't even close, or just encourage, obviously. You praise Nougat's creativity. Yep, that Hopeye does look better with a jetpack. Nougat is proud of herself and works diligently on her project. Yes, the class diorama does look a little eccentric when it's all completed, but at this age, it's more important to keep a child engaged than just to teach them academic skills. Nougat gives you a big hug when class is over. I hope you're my teacher all the time, Solana. Aww. Wait, none of this is blue. Which is actually not great. You know, it's funny, no, it's actually not the best because it's, hold on. 18. But always check. Always check. Two. There's gotta be a way to do this. 22551. It's not bad, but I feel like we can do better. Hit the 20. Hit a 22? Why is that a 22? Okay, because that's how that works, right? To keep that over there. Okay. You think that's probably good? Of course there was a way to do it better. Card becomes mental. It does, actually. It is pretty funny. Hey, 24 kudos is pretty sweet. Just saying, if we're still popular, we're gonna do that again this month. I didn't think so, but you know. There's my perk. +1 to mental cards. Neat. More brain. More brain. More adventure. I feel like we could do a little bit more engineering. It is a +3 to reasoning, which is sweet. Another sanity saving perk. Which one should I pursue? Just tell me which one, if I'm close to it, would be helpful, because I'm literally about to do engineering. If that's the one, I'm gonna do it anyways. If I should do something else, then let me know. I'm gonna do it. You should have known better, Tangent. Yes, engineering. Perfect. I'm already working on it. What about the best hands? Sounds phenomenal. You hear as you walk past the laboratory. Curiously listen at the door. Chief Engineer Instance sighs. I know you meant well, but your presumption has cost us 3 months of work. You can't simply look at an experiment and change the parameters to your liking. Getting results is not the same as doing good science. Your findings, however scientifically interesting, are useless to us without sound methodological underpinnings. Tan's response is more subdued you ever heard her before. I'm sorry, Chief Engineer, she mumbles, looking down at the floor. I recognize the error of my ways. I should hope so, Instance replies, pinching the bridge of her nose and her fingers. I expect you in the lab first thing tomorrow morning and will personally supervise your work in resetting the experiment. You flatten against the wall as Instance breezes past you, barely giving you a second look as she strides down the hallway. You poke your head inside the laboratory where Tange scowls and wipes her eyes. What do you want? Cheer up, it could be worse, it's terrible. It'll be better the second time around. Tange nods. You're right. The first experiment was plagued by inefficiency, she says, pushing herself off the lab bench. That's why I changed it in the first place. In the new experiment, I can eliminate those inefficiencies from the start. Thank you, Solana. You may have saved me 3 months of work. Losing the data was my fault, Tange continues. I wanted to prove I'm not the little kid from biology class, that I'm ready to work hard and really make great discoveries. Dr. Instance has always been there for me. When I was a kid, and now with my mother gone, she's the only adult in this colony who sees what I could become, she says. She believes that I can be better than what I am. It's always been that way. I just really want to impress her. You will. Hub's in agreement. I certainly hope so. Get to work. I like how the idea is just like, instead of just being like, get to work for me, it's like I'm telling Tangent, yeah, now, great, get to work. Push through. Why would I ever do that? Neat. Now I have all these twos. Two. Tooty two. And now this card becomes also a 2. Kind of. 24. Let's consider it. Let's consider 24. Okay. Two. +2 to cards with gems. +1 to cards with gems. 3, 4. 2. Okay. 29. 29's pretty good. 29 is pretty good. If we replace this with another 2, 28. 29 is kind of better. I feel like this is the best one. It is. Finally! I've been getting such bad luck for this. This better give me what I crave. Where's my perk? Where perk? So cute. Alright. Does anyone want to talk to me? Is there any stuff on the floor to pick up? Oh yes, there is. We should probably give people gifts even if they're not good gifts, just because, like, we have some stuff. Wood. Here's wood. Oh. Dislikes mushwood logs. Haha, you know that thing I said? I did not do that. That did not happen. Didn't happen. Here's a bobber fruit. There you go. Oh, what is it? Is it a present? Thanks, I guess it's really nice of you. You're welcome. Wait, what's up, girl? You find Tammy in the common quarters. She's heavily absorbed in cleaning, balancing on a chair to dust high up on the walls. You always wondered who did all of that really thankless cleaning around the colony, and apparently the answer is Tammy. Didn't know it was possible. Me neither. I thought Tammy would like anything, but she does not like wood. Tammy looks down at you as you approach and gestures to turn off her speak. Oh, hello, Solana, she says, pushing her bangs off her face with a sweaty, hurried smile. She's clearly been at this a while. I was just getting some cleaning done. Nothing like a shiny, clean room to take your mind off things, right? She grimaces, then seems to remember herself and covers it up with a giggle. It feels forced. Something wrong, Tammy? What? No, of course not, Tammy assures you. She hops down off the chair and gives a brief little squeeze. Gosh, that's so nice of you to ask. You fix Tammy with a look. Her smile falters. I mean, it's nothing. I just overheard something I probably shouldn't have. She says, looking down at the ground. When I was getting something from the pantry, I overheard some of the adults in the kitchen talking about how the trippet stalks from the last harvest had, weird mold on them and had to throw almost all of them out. She tugs at her ear, miserable. If we ever run out of food, well. Tammy clenches her fist in her skirt. I just wish I didn't have to hear about all the bad things. Why can't things just be good and nice and not so scary all the time? Nah, I think... what does she need? What does she need? I mean, we'll figure it out. Because, like, being scared, like, it is scary and dangerous, but, like, there's a but there. Like, listen, the grown-ups have it under control because they will figure it out, and then we will. Listen, we've never talked about meat. I'm just saying. Tammy nods resolute. Yes, there's nothing I can do about it anyways. I'm not as smart as Tangent or as strong as Anemone, and that's okay because I'm really good at cooking and cleaning and taking care of the babies and doing all the other things a colony needs to keep running. I just want things to be nice and normal. Tammy blurts out, I wish people knew that I can hear them when they talk about scary things. Tammy sniffles and gives you a brave smile. Thanks for listening, Solana. I'm gonna go back to cleaning now, okay? You leave Tammy in the common area, continuing to avoid thinking about her fears through stress cleaning. Okay, I actually want to see what happens if you tell her that things are scary. You're not even required to live to the end of the game. What? Why would I want to not live? Something wrong, Tammy. It is scary and dangerous out there. Don't say that. You wouldn't last it. Wow, that's so mean. Oh my god, I've never seen her like that. Pretty sure we're not gonna do this. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Wow. That was the worst. Like, you can't just, like, there's a way to say, yeah, things are dangerous and it is scary. You can acknowledge it and also move forward. You can do both. Grown-ups have things under control. You're good, girl. You good. You good. Because, like, they will figure it out. Okay, who can I give wood to? Tangent minimum, I can give the medicine plant to. We're friends exclusively because I give her things. Like, almost exclusively. Tangent's birthday. Oh, seems you've remembered my birthday, Tange says. I did not. I did not even know your birthday. Literally, I had no idea. Her lip curls in distaste of the dirt that still clings to them. How thoughtful of you. I still have much to do today, but I'll set aside these roots later to analyze. She turns to walk away and remembers herself. Thank you. Almost as an afterthought. Do I get to, like, remember that forever? Birthday, late wet. Yes, actually. I do. I don't... Oh, early wet. Well, it's too late. And Tammy, your birthday is late pollen. I accidentally figured that out. But you dis. We don't know anything about you. Does dislike wood? Unknown, probably not. But you know what? Does dislike things? We don't know if dislike, where is dis? Dis. Where you, bruh. Of course. You're being so dramatic right now. You want wood? It's his brothers. Cause they're twins! Oh, I forgot they're twins. Or maybe, I think they're twins, yeah. I know they're siblings, but like, you know, that makes perfect sense. Is it my birthday? Almost forgot. I hate it when people make a big deal about my birthday, but this is nice, thank you. You got wood for your birthday, bud. Oh, okay, Tammy's not required to live until the end of the game. I just got that. I just figured out what you're talking about. Bobber fruit. Do you like wood? No, dislikes wood. I imagine that would be the case. I mean, what about the bobber fruit? Mars, you like bobber fruit? It's fine. You know what? Get it out of my inventory. What do I even need bobber fruit for anyways? Where's my engineering perk? I gotta do engineering again. I'm giving wood for your birthday. Fascinating gift. Listen, it's wood from a mushroom. It's pretty neat. Also, it's pretty much all I pick up off the ground. It's random crap I picked up off the ground because I can't afford things. I'm poor. To further your engineering knowledge, you're taking a mini class. Why do I words? Mini class with Chief Engineer Instance on the construction and maintenance of your holopalms. These devices are engineered bismuth crystals embedded in your palms when you start school. They use the heat and electric current of the human body to power themselves. They talk to each other and connect to the HoloNet, Congruence's massive repository of information. You can barely remember life before yours. There are kids in the colony. Yes, there are kids in the colony who would like wood. I could probably just go give wood to everyone and find out if they like it or not. You know what? I'll do that next month. To all the people who I don't give gifts to because I have so much wood. Holopalms were commonplace by the time the Vertumna group first formed on Earth, and the square bismuth is grown in the lab. So the physical device itself isn't hard to maintain. The difficulty is in the display and touch interface. Instance opens her holopalm, displaying a visible projected screen floating above her palm. As chief engineer, she also has one of the fancier versions that combines with a pair of eyeglasses to superimpose a projection onto what she sees. The interface relies on plasma voxel generators, which require extremely small components that are impossible to nanoprint. The material will have to be mined from Vertumna itself. Tange raises her hand. Is it possible to hack these devices, she asks. If the biological electronic interface is so thin, is it possible to hack the human body? In a way, we've already begun to hack the human body, Instance replies. What do you call genetech? Everything the body does and is capable of depends on 4 nucleobases in different configurations. It's no different than congruence. Human and artificial intelligences have been built from a limited code and are transformed into more by the building. Your genetic enhancements, super hearing and sight, temperature regulation, increased resistance to fear, disease, fatigue, all present in the human genome and unlocked by the power of science. Hooked on the holobomb. Class splits into working in groups to explore installing modules onto your holopalm. You and Tangent are in a group together. She begins installing a mod that'll let her scan inorganic materials and get a reading of their chemical compositions. Try to remove it? Why would I do that? That's horrifying. That is horrifying. Friend time is canceled. Aw, sad about the internet, but always welcome here, of course. Download your own mod. Tance raises an eyebrow, impressed. What module do you choose? Puzzle game. Something to help find... This feels like a thing I can actually get. Something to help find lost objects, radar speed gun, bacteria sniffing sensor. Seems like I could actually do something with that. Ding! A portion of Congruent's immense and miraculous intelligence will now be dedicated to making sure you never lose your canteen or your sunglasses. Isn't technology great? I feel like I had a better choice there, but who knows? Okay, 5. Oh, it's so hard when I get the two. Two. 42. 22. 21. That's what I thought. All things considered. I don't know if I can... Oh, nice. Give me the perk. I'm so stressed. It's been a long month of being cooped up indoors while it poured rain and everything got too muddy and gross to play outside. Even the other teens are in the lounge again, and everyone's getting a little antsy. Tangent and Cal are bickering about something, and Dis must be bored enough that he's letting Mars paint his fingernails. Tammy's trying to teach Anemone a dance she learned from watching holovids, and Anemone is failing miserably. The sound of their music fills the room. It's starting to feel a little off, too, but like, it's weird. Like, you want to yell, but at the same time, you want to take off all your clothes and streak through the colony square. It's the evil. Uh-oh. Anemone, this Pits is so sci-fi. They look so cool, right? Anemone dances a little too close to Mars's collection of nail polish, bumping into the table and sending them all and herself clattering to the floor. Hey, watch it, Dis snaps. Dance your stupid dance somewhere else. You watch it, Tammy snaps back. Nemi was just trying to figure something out. Don't be so rude, right, Nemi? Anemone sniffles from where she sprawled out. Also, look at those nails. Gorge. Where she sprawled on the floor, clearly trying not to cry. Never be made IRL. Could you imagine having to clean those? Listen, they have magic. They can clean anything. Absolutely anything. Not a problem. And I would love it. See, Tammy exclaims, you're making her cry, you big meanie. Boo-hoo, Mars teases. What are you gonna do? Dance about it? Ugh, you're so childish. Who even cares? Everyone just shut up, Cal yells from across the room. Ugh, you fight all the time. You stay inside where it's nice and dry and don't appreciate how hard everyone else works. Just whine, whine, whine. You're not better just because you work outside, Tans joins in. You're not special, Cal. If I wanted to, I could work outside. She opens her holopalm and flies her finger over the screen. There, see, next month I'll be working in geoponics. How do you like that? Then you can nag me about my soft hands all you want. I think that was meant to be a compliment, soft hands. Uticott pokes her head in from the command corridor. Children, keep it down. We can hear you all the way from the bridge. Everyone goes quiet for a second, then explodes in arguing again. Uticott throws her hands in the air and retreats in the hall in defeat. Time to go. All right, what does it mean? Time to go wild. Somehow the rambunctious group tumbles into your quarters. Thankfully, your parents are out. Everyone keeps fighting and it's starting to get physical. Mars and Anemone get into a shoving match. Cal and Dis join in too. Tangent and Tammy yell from the sidelines, cheering when Mars knocks Anemone right on her butt. Ouchie! Anemone whines, still sniffling. Okay, fine. I'm sorry for knocking over your stupid nail polish. Mars tosses her hair over her shoulder. Apology accepted. You can pick them up while you're down there. She flounces under your bed. Ugh, now I'm bored. I can't believe I'm bored of bossing people around. Oh no. Dis says, jumping up, we should play spin the bottle. Dis is like such a just like off the wall dude. Like, I do not know what Dis's deal is. He just like doesn't want to hang out with people, doesn't want to do stuff, but he'll come out of nowhere and just say the most ridiculous stuff. No, 7 minutes and haven't spin the bottle. Everyone giggles nervously, but more courageous voices prevail, and soon you're grabbing a bottle to spin. His augment makes it all click. Once you learn it, maybe. Low social battery. Always possible. Your palms sweat as the bottle spins on your turn, spinning until it falls on Dis. Whoa. He looks completely unbothered. In fact, he looks excited. He unbuttons his shirt collar, slicks his hair back, giving you an exaggerated eyebrow wiggling come hither look that sends everyone into hysterics. Dude, you gotta commit to the bit. You wiggle over to Dis, matching his energy as you grab him and sweep him into a big, showy kiss. Everyone laughs and yells as you kiss for 5, 10, no, 15 whole seconds before letting him go. Dis collapses back into his position on the floor with a silly smile. Everyone keeps playing, but the bottle never lands on you again. Mars and Tangent both get each other on their turns. I could ship that. Making Tange go completely red as both times Mars plants a chivalrous kiss right on the lips. The next day you feel all terrible. It feels like your arms and legs are made of lead and it takes so much energy to do anything. You can barely make it out of bed. All the energy from yesterday has been drained out of you and then some. Lasts for a week. Some of you can't even get out of bed, and when you do, your moods are all over the place. Aggressive, sulky, impulsive, until your batteries run out and you sleep for over 12 hours straight. You're resting in the lounge with your friends, watching holovids and grazing on roasted pixie beans when your dad and Chief Engineer Instant come storming through the door. You! Instant snaps, smacking the bowl of pixie beans out of Mars's hand. Stop eating those this instant. Mars looks like she's about to smack some sense into Instance, but your dad steps in. I'm sorry, everyone. We were wrong about the pixie beans. They are not safe for you kids to be eating. You've been instant. That's good. You've been feeding us. Evil beans are evil. No, they sound incredible. Poison. Oh, ew. Did my dad know you tried to kill me? Your dad spreads his hands. No, they're not. Don't worry, Mars. Calm down. They're not poison. There's just a chemical in there that hyperbonds to estrogen and testosterone, your big teenage growing hormones, and the brain likes binding to that new macromolecule a lot more than the regular kind. It's making your moods unpredictable, causing periods of hypo and hypermania. When Mars just stares blankly at him, he laughs awkwardly. Translation, it's been making you kids act silly and feel sick. I'm sorry. Instance frowns. If it's doing this to the kids, it's not long until it builds up enough to affect the rest of us too. Until further notice, no one is eating a single pixie bean. Ooh, that's bad. Hormone status. Oh, I didn't even know I had that status. Your dad looks distraught. Flulu was right, he says, collapsing in a nearby chair and rubbing his eyes. She didn't trust these things, but shit, she's still gonna be pissed we don't have another successful food source. You look at him in shock. You hardly ever see him swear. It might be worse than you think. Beans are so good for you. Oh, that's what gave me the points. I thought that was just puberty. Dad sits in silence for a long time. I mean, okay, I kind of was interested in trying some of the other options, but I'll be honest, that was so fun that I don't want to go back in time and do it differently this time. Like, oh, draw an extra. Ooh, nice. Save. Beans. Wait, what do you mean? Yeah, it's not the thing you thought it was? Don't know if the hand solver is injured, but I have both. Blue cards get +1, draw an extra card at the start of challenges, equip initial. I don't know. Dis pokes a glowing bobble bud with his toe. I wonder, like, because we flirted with him, does it matter? Probably not. We're not like besties. Whoa. Internet's happy there. Oof. Well, thank you. Hope your internet gets better soon. You know, get well soon, internet. So sad. Does this interest you? Dunno. Fruit? Thanks. I'll find something to do with it. Yeah. I need a break soon. Oh yeah, giving people wood. 1, 22. Then many counts, bouncing a sports ball under you. 24, 25, 26. Oh hey, Solana. She tucks a sports ball under her elbow, smiles at you. What's up? You like wood? Thanks. Nope. About Cal. Cal like wood? Or Cal? Not here. Crystal. I want to do? Probably just want to do one more thing before I have to go relax in the lounge. I feel like I want to see if I can... Maybe I get another perk if I do this. So we can try. Try working in the depot. Working in the depot. You accidentally delete a requisition instead of filing it. 2 days later, you're dealing with an absolutely furious chief engineer instance who apparently really needed that medicated green. Jeez, all right, no need to get upset. Now we're gonna be the saddest. Five kudos a total equals the goal. Oh, that's interesting. It's kind of too many though. But 5 kudos for equaling the goal sounds pretty neat. But then again, the idea of getting like 38 seems kind of neat. But also, equaling the goal sounds fun. Let's see if we can do that. +5 is better than +1, just saying. Yeah. Surprised the internet stayed consistent. Wow. Ooh. Transformers exploding. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Another year, another glow. Everyone's pretty sure there's going to be an attack this year, so the colony is on high alert. You're collecting glow flies in the geoponics garden with Cal and Anemone when the sirens begin to wail. You all stop what you're doing and look at each other nervously. Your parents run off to help defend the farms, telling you to get inside the greenhouses and stay quiet. Anemone declares she's going to the walls to watch the shoulders fight. She knows a good spot. We're gonna defend the gates. You scramble down from the walls and are immediately faced with a seething wall of Hopeyes. You kind of thought they were only a handful of these usually peaceful creatures in previous years, and now there are swarms of them. We have a pet, Optimus Prime. We notice. And not just Hopeyes, once your eyes adjust to the chaos, you can see large creatures that look like walking bushes. These wild centipede-looking things with long spider legs and at least one giant many-eyed thing that's hovering clear off the ground, defying gravity. They all seem to be incited into a frenzy, attacking everything in sight, trying to get through the walls. It's dark and chaotic. Calm sees you through the fray. Solana, he shouts, get to safety. Who is Calm? I've never met Calm before. Cannot fight. Fight? You make up with guts what you have and lack of sense or skill. You charge in without a plan or a weapon. You're immediately get injured. Maybe not a good idea. Rammed by the side, what looks like a living pile of rocks, you go down. You see sky and dirt, sky. You hear Anemone screaming for Calm to help. You combat challenge. Stumble to your feet, body vibrating with adrenaline. Yeah, we're really gonna relax next time anyways. You can feel blood trickling over your face. It hurts like someone stabbing you in the chest when you breathe. Calm runs over and sends bolts of energy coursing from his stun gloves to the creature. But being mostly comprised of rock, it seems unfazed. Does, however, swing its head to look at him, giving you a chance to flee. Pure, anyways. Combat impossible. 88. Listen, I'm gonna try. Am I good at combat? Absolutely not. Am I gonna do it anyways? You bet your butt cheeks. It would be better if this was a different color. Tell you what. 444. Really can't. That's not going to work no matter what I do because it's in the middle. I feel like I should save the other good cards for later. There is no way to make this correct. I get a 16. We can double our straights. There's not really a way to make that easier. Assuming this isn't death. I mean, we could die. We'll just reload the game if we die. I think we'll just start with 21 for now. $27. So we can do the 4, 5, 6, etc. Doesn't leave us with an amazing hand at the bottom, but it's actually not the worst it could be. Overall. Oh, 40. We can try. Hardcore mode. Death deletes your save. We also have so much wood. We could really do some of this again. Like, what if we... Imagine we win this by just, like, throwing wood at our problems. Stack wood. I'm definitely gonna try. Cards. Values wild. All right. Got wood. How much wood can we use? So it should be... No, I already... How do I unuse the wood? There's a reward. Wait, what? Oh. Keeping it on your pocket. But I have been... Well, but... I mean, that's great, except I've already been giving wood out to people, so I feel like it's too late for that. I want to, like, redo this. Rip. Well, how would I know? And you know what? It's, that's a later problem. But I did overdo this. I did not need to. It's annoying cyclist once you turn a lot of woods. Fair. However, I do want to redo this because I didn't know how to use the wood. I'm going to do the same thing to get to the end, though. Does it work in the depot? What did I do? I think I did work in the depot. Right? Yep. Why is it, like, not the thing I thought it was? Or maybe it is. There's just another one afterwards. Christ, that's so much, like, stuff I should have saved. But still. I forget what this was good for. Oh, right, we wanted to get exactly 22. We did it before. Too many. 30. No. You're annoying. No. How do we do this before? Too many. Too many. Perfect. Collecting glowflies, helped fund the gates. Doing everything the same way we wanted to do before. Fight bravely. It's bad. We get hurt. Be a hero anyway. Hero. Okay. What did I have for the first one here? Doesn't really matter. But I do know at minimum I could use the wood now, but I can just use it later. And this was here, and then value was wild. 5? No, I had a better. I think we saved one of the 5s the first time. That's probably why this is wrong. Maybe we did this. This makes sense. 23. 44. I really need the zeros. 3. Oh, that's right. You can't. This has to be the wild value because then we do 2, 2, 2 whatevers, or 2, 2, 3. No, we had a way to do this. I don't remember how we did it before. I should have just like taken a screenshot of that. That would have been smart, but instead I did not. All right, it's 31. I do want to do the thing. We cannot push through this because we don't have enough. Draw card is not helpful. I mean, I do want to use a little bit of the mush logs too. The straights get more, but like, how did we do this? It was a lot. This, 2, 3. Oh, it's a +2 every time, so it's always gonna be off. Mm-hmm. Dang it, how did we do this? Can I reload there? I really hope it's the same thing. If not, I have to do it all over again, but at least I'll remember. I do have to do it again. No, I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna do this. I should have just left it the last time. It's just there was one wood that I didn't need to use. That was it. All right, it was this, multitasking, you. This I remember. We don't give up. We just don't. It would be too interesting to see what happens. All right, we keep one of the 5s. Never give up, always surrender. Always surrender, you say. We also have the dumb babies. Yeah, now we need this. 44. Okay. Well, he was wild. He had the 5. The 7. The 2. The 2. Now, if I remember, we were able to make this closer to that to make that worth it, I think. Or maybe what we should do is this other way around. Where it's like... Neat. No idea why that worked. Because it's 2, 2, 2, 2s. How did we do this before? It was through the wood. But how? How are we like, yeah, LOL 47. Three, 4, 5. Okay, so 3, 4, 5. 7. Well, that doesn't matter. You know, they know there's a lot of wood, but we can just get more. Fine. Yeah, it's like, you could not have gotten that kind of number. You're right. We'll just deal with wood. Your broken body is leaking like a garden hose, but somehow, you managed to improvise a spear out of a bit of rebar from the ever-present construction and throw yourself at the gargantuan creature. You and Calm duck and weave around the monster, him getting its attention and you jamming your spear into its armored body looking for weak points. Seems impossible. The thing is all rock. You feel yourself beginning to lose hold of reality, your vision fuzzing out at the edges. Finally, Calm yells, there, as it roars. You lunge for its snap-jaw mouth and jam the spear in and up. You can feel its flesh parting as the spear lodges up in its brain cage and sticks. The spear is ripped out of your hands and the creature howls in pain and it rears up on its hind legs. With a mighty crash, it collapses to the ground. Ooh! Calm limps over to you and supports you before you crumple with it. And 25 kudos. Being brave is smart. I don't know how he did that, he says awestruck, but it's probably the coolest thing I've ever done in my life. The most stupid, but also the coolest. Come on, let's get you to medbay, hero. Your parents are arguing quietly at your little table. I'm telling you, it wasn't a fluke. They're not just wild animals. They have a plan. The fields, the lights. Okay, your dad replies, taking her hands across the tabletop. We have to tell people what we saw in geoponics. They look up, noticing you in the doorway. Your dad's worried expression quickly changes to a smile. Hey, Rutabago. Then he sees you're limping. Still a little loopy from the medbay. The medbed. Solana, what happened? Are you hurt? It was only a flesh wound. What happened to the fields? Your mom stands up. Don't worry about that, she snaps. Get to bed. It's late, and we have a lot of work to do to clean up tomorrow. Well. Time to relax in the lounge. 14 now. We're getting actual tall. Wow, people are changing shape and size. So cute. New perk. Draw extra card. Ooh, we got an organizing perk. This is what I was hoping for. Draw an extra card. We got more cards to draw at the beginning, but what about the... We'll never know. Time to relax. Ooh. Medicine roots. That's for Tange. Yeah, I know I need time. Whoa, you look different. Oh, he's a teenager now. Oh my god. Look at him. He's so teenagery. Curiously studying a small bleached white animal skull. Look at this, he says, holds it out to you. There's mushrooms growing in this one. I don't know that fungus could grow in bone. It's kind of like everything in this planet was designed to work together. He throws the skull back into the wilderness. Well, except us. That's true. Tange, where's all your hair? You going through a phase. It's true. Teenagers nearly died by killing our giant rock monster. I mean, yeah. Probably the most popular romantic interest in the game among the community. That, weirdly, it makes sense. Tangent looks up from her holopalm, blinking as her eyes were focused on the middle distance, then on you. Her previously long hair is gone, buzzed close to her scalp. You almost didn't recognize her when you first saw her. You wonder if it was caused by a lab accident or something. Hello, Solana. Did you need something? Hair. I mean, what's up with your hair? You can start flirting. It's too hot here, she says dismissively. If evolution hadn't seen fit to solve the problem, then adaptive behaviors will have to do. Come on, what's the real story? Tange bites her lip as she toys with her hollow screen, scrolling it mindlessly. I couldn't think with all that hair, she confesses. I could feel it weighing me down like a blanket wrapped around my brain, just hot and gross and heavy, so I hacked it all off. Tange's mouth twists in amusement, in a moment of uncontrolled emotion, she says, imitating Dr. Instance. She rolls her eyes. It's only dead organic material after all, practically a waste product. It feels so much better like this anyway. I like it. She shrugs again. Would you like me to add you to the tally of people who have an opinion about my personal appearance? It's quite riveting, if you're into that sort of thing. Tange turns back to her reports. It's not about looking good. This is more efficient. I think she's right. Anemone, however, going the other way. Oh, she's cute. Scratches at her cheek, then scowls at a bit of blue scale flakes off. Stupid acne. On top of everything, I got this too. I don't even want to give you wood. Gaussian punk characters. Yeah, it makes sense. Oh, Tammy, you're also adorable, and you have zits. Everyone's got zits. Everyone's got it. 30 stars in the sky shine bright. Blah, 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 blah. When is your birthday? Late pollen. Quiet season. Does anyone have a birthday in the quiet season? We don't have enough. Yo, Mars, girl, you look good. Do you go to engineering much? Mars asks. I tried to talk to Tangent because she never wants to just hang out anymore, not since she started working on that big project. Mars snaps her gum. You know about that, right? Or am I just special? Do you like the crystals? You didn't around this. Like, no, that's the thing. Everyone had them. I'm like, it's just, you almost never see it. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't see it. Like, they don't usually bother to, like, of course she doesn't have any zits because she's been probably absolutely obsessed about makeup and skincare since the dawn of time. Ugh, Mars whines. Nothing ever happens here. Please, 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 just anything. I'm dying here. I've watched every holovid, done every quiz on every holozine. I'm so tired of being a teenager on this stupid rock. It's been almost 5 years and I don't even have a boyfriend. Girl, you're 14. But I understand. 14 is exactly when you think about that stuff. Oh, yes, she likes the crystal. I kind of knew it, actually, because it kind of makes sense for her. She holds the crystal up to the light and gazes into it. At the right angle, I can see my face in it. Beautiful. Perfect. Is it actually, like, right down what she likes? Yes. Everyone's all grown up. It's super cute. Time to go relax. Relax in the lounge. You spend several hours a day obsessively checking the local HoloNet for updates. With so few people in the colony, social media can be very dead. Feels like you're talking to yourself sometimes. You try to start a few conversations, but most people are busy at work or school. Makes sense to me. Oh, look, I'm feeling great. Do you want to forget? We have a lot of these. Could. I feel like they should really be asking me if I want to forget some of those 0 cards. But no, I apparently get to remember being a baby forever. But I can forget about hollow palms sometimes, I guess. Sure. It's your birthday. You wake up from a night of blissfully peaceful dreams. No nightmares, no premonitions, just a pleasant feeling of contentment. You stretch your arms over your head, blinking in the watery, quiet sunlight that seeps through the porthole window. Things are always changing on Vertumna, but you can't help feel like things are changing for yourself too. Not just your body, but your mind, your emotions, your future. 14 is going to be your year. It's funny how much that kind of thing plays out as a teen. Yep, everyone's interested in pursuing relationships, yet doing it around the time. Oh yeah, no, it's a terrible idea to pursue relationships when you are 14. But like 14 is when like you really start getting interested in that sort of thing. You start thinking like, what would it be like? What is stuff? You know, what about like emotions and feelings and the way you feel about people? You don't understand your feelings about people at all. It's super weird. It's such a weird time. But like, you know, you think about 14-year-olds like, oh my God, a child. No, you're still a child. Don't even think about that kind of stuff. But then you remember being 14 and you're like, yeah. Parents have been working around the clock since the last year, trying to get the fields right again in time for this year's planting. Spark snow has already started falling, and every day they come home complaining about having to clear it. They asked you to ping them when you're awake so you can share a birthday breakfast in your quarters instead of sitting shoulder to shoulder with everyone else during breakfast service in the canteen. You fire them a message and lie back in your bunk, watching dust motes float lazily in the light. After a minute, there's a knock at the door. It's Antecedent. She sweeps into your room in a bustle of skirts and shawls and sits down beside you in your bunk. Oh, look at you, she says. Happy birthday, beautiful. 14 years old. She leans in and gives you a motherly kiss on the forehead. It's been years since she took care of you in the children's creche, but all the kids still call her auntie and think of her as a close relative. Her sweet baking bread smell is as comforting as it ever was. She sits back and takes one of your hands in the both of hers. Solana, ever since I held you in my arms as a baby, I knew you were so special, so important. You're becoming a young woman, and I want you to know I will always be here for you, just like your mom and dad, she says firmly. Enough for the mushy stuff. I don't want to grow up. I mean, but that has a gem on it. But it's really sweet of her, though. You know, we don't need it. She smiles and tucks an unruly lock of hair behind your ear. I guess you're old enough to call me Auntie Anne now if you'd like, or even just Anne. Now come on in here, Aunt Anne says, spreading her arms wide. Give us a great big hug. You hug her, enveloping yourself in the warm and familiar softness of her. Over her shoulder, you see Anemone standing in the doorway. Well, her hair anyway. She's been growing it out and there's no hiding it behind a corner. She skips into your quarters. Happy birthday, bud, she says, bouncing on your bunk. Way to get older. Enjoy being 2 years older than me for a few months. Thanks. It's good you're both here, Anne says. Now that you've both been menstruating for about a year. That's a sentence. Anemone makes a face and mutters, yuck. Anne continues. You're both eligible for the cessation implant. Among other things, it will prevent the bleeding and pain and emotional roller coaster of your monthly cycle. Sign me up. Mom! Anemone hollers, gross, do you have to tell everyone about my cycle? I just don't want to get pregnant, okay? Anne laughs, well, yes, that is among other things part, but I don't expect you two to be needing that part for a few years yet, right? Flirt with Anemone, I don't think that would, but that sounds fun. I mean, listen, being 14 is silly. Flirt with everyone. Maybe there's no consequences. We don't really hang out with Anemone, though. I feel like I should hang out with Anemone more as a version of this. You know what? I'll save flirting with Anemone when I'm a a character who is also focused on the buff stuff. I feel like that'd be a better fit. What's the matter? Scared? No, Anemone explains. This could be us. Gross, right? It's kind of gross. Real teen. Listen, I'm trying really hard to like immerse in the character. Really take that point of view. Yeah, and the thing, it really is a weird time. Yeah, surprising how little I engaged. I did not. Yeah, I mean, I had my first boyfriend when I was 15, so I guess that's still pretty young, but at the same time, like, the thing is, like, for me, it's like I was interested in like it, but like as a like scientific, like I wanted to understand what was going on with my brain type of thing. But like I had no interest in like actual people. Like I didn't understand having interest in people in particular. To be fair, at that point in time, I had no idea what the concept of, you know, like demi or anything like that was either. So that's like a whole thing. I mean, to be fair, I didn't figure out that I'm some flavor of demi until like way adulthood. So like, you know, yeah, takes time to figure that kind of stuff out. But the fascination. No enemies, because like honestly, I feel like I got fascinated with it mostly because like all the adults around me were making such a big deal about it, especially because I was surrounded by religion growing up, and all of the religious people are going to make a massive deal about anything involving like dating or romancy feelings or whatever. And whoo, buddy, the activities. Don't even get started on the activities. We cannot speak of the activities. When I was 15. Didn't last long. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You never know. You literally never know what life can bring you and feelings and stuff. It's very different than it was when you're a teen. It's always gonna be different. So. No, enemy explains punching in the arm. No, of course not. It just super sucks now that everyone's talking about how I'm becoming a woman and how I'll finally look different than my brothers. Duh. She points at you. Don't you start too. I will kick your ass at sports ball, even with cramps. Your parents finally arrive, still damp from the fields and bringing in the smell of crisp, tangy snow on their clothes. Oh, look, birthday visitors, your dad exclaims. Anne, are you staying for breakfast? Anne reaches into her bag and brings out a stack of tiffins. No, thank you, but I brought your order with me from the kitchen, seeing as I was stopping by. She pats your hand one more time. Happy birthday again, Selena. You'll always be my baby, even when you're all grown up. Your mom shakes her head as Anne and Anemone leave. Oh, Anne. She laughs, sentimental to the core. She starts laying out the cutlery for breakfast, but I don't know how the colony would manage without her in the children's creche, she says, points a fork at you. Family is more than just the people that birthed you, Solana, and don't you forget it. I mean, that's accurate. Mid-quiet. I will just talk to the people around, and then we'll go from there. Tammy beams as she sees you like there's nothing better in the world than the sight of your face. Yes. Happy birthday, Solana, she exclaims. She comes in for her annual birthday hug, throwing her arms around you and giving you a great big squeeze. Here, I got you this. It's the cake. I made you this. It's only a soy cake, but it's a soy cake just for you. Obviously, we share with Tammy. It's the same. Me, my own silly Billy. She definitely looks different when she's not a kid. Do you care about my birthday? You don't care about my birthday. You know, Third, you don't care about my birthday. Just saying. Mars, it's my birthday. Why don't you care? Mars, I thought we were besties. Alright, we're gonna save here because it's already past my ending stream time and gotta deal with that tomorrow. Save flirts? Really thinking it's flirts now. Oh, thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. I will have some of my tea, which I completely forgot about the entire stream. Mm. Mm. It's really good too. Florts, the new alien fruit. Indeed, indeed. I feel like I need to do it again. Overwrite. Overwrite the florts. A menu. Okay, this game is... It just keeps growing on me. The way I keep growing up, though, keeps growing on me. And I was enjoying it from the beginning, but like it just keeps getting better. There is just so much thought put into every single aspect of the game, every single aspect of growing up, every single aspect of like the characterization, it's really good. Yeah, it's very sociological. Like it's really fantastic, and it's you can just see so much of the love and like hope and dreams and thoughts and feelings of all, especially the feelings of all the people who made this, put inside it. It's great. Remember to break open your flort with the glib knob. The outer core of the flort is too hard to chew. It's true. I mean, that's just facts. Listen, I never go anywhere without a glib knob. You never know, you're gonna run into some florts. You know? They're usually part of everyone's fruit bowl. You know. They provide them for free at work as a part of, you know, benefits quoties. Obviously. Duh. Sometimes they're even at tables at bars. Just in case. Oh my god. Alright, it's very silly. Silly words or make silly sounds. Alright, so anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go and make sure I get some good sleep tonight. So thank you guys for hanging out with me and going through puberty with me. That's an adventure that we're going through together. And yeah, I'll see you on a Monday for more adventures in time and stars and space and all that jazz. And of course, returning here for more Exocolonist adventures. Bye, everyone.